Hi, creators. It's Christine Booker of Bearing My Soul Creations. And today we are shining the BMSC spotlight on Briana Riggins. Hi, Briana.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I know we've been trying to catch up for quite some time. So I'm
Indeed.
so glad you carved out a little time to talk to us. So tell us about yourself. Tell us who you are and what you do.
So I am Briana Riggins, the owner of Made to Manifest Designs, where we create physical products that ignite, empower, and inspire you to live your dreams and live the life that you feel like God has called you to live. And so I started this business. We've been in the business about 2 years, and it came from a place of going through some challenges in life and needing a little inspiration to get through them, the long days, long nights, the tiring nights, and just having that inspirational item that kind of kept me going through. And so we started with shadow boxes, just a little inspiration with just words, and then it spilled into cups. We do journals with a little inspiration. And we have a little inspirational set. So everything that we do, everything that we produce is always inspirational because we want to empower the woman to do
Yeah.
what God has called her to do.
That's wonderful. It really kind of aligns to my business model as well to inspire Black women and children. So I commend you for that. We need more of that. And I would
Mhm.
love to see some of your products. I was on Etsy and I saw the wonderful designs that you have on Etsy. Let me just tell you that I love your banner and everything.
Oh, thank
What inspires you? Who or what inspires you?
I have a daughter who is turning 16 in May, and so she is going through a tough time. She's dealt with rejection. Her brother passed at a very young age, and so she's had some trauma. And
Yeah,
so she needed a little inspiration because, growing up in our school systems, they don't teach us everything that we need to know.
that's
And I
right.
felt like um, inspiration, you feeling good about yourself, you feeling confident about yourself, it's not easily talked about. We talk about everything else, but we don't always talk about the mental part of your brain that has to,
Mm-hmm.
figure out what's going on. And so my daughter, she was not confident in herself. She is dark skinned, so she had the I'm dark skinned and I'm ugly. Nobody likes me. And
Yeah.
so Made to Manifest was birthed from there because I wanted to show her and showcase that, God made you who you are and God made you
Okay.
beautiful. And it doesn't matter what shade you are, you're
Mhm.
beautiful. We have makeup that we put on, that makeup enhance what you already have. The
Right.
clothes that you put on, you put it on, but it enhances. And so you have to learn how to love you. If
Mhm.
nobody else love you,
Right.
you need to learn how to love you and be okay with those imperfections. Be okay with,
Mhm.
because God only made you the designer original. There is no one else in this world like you. Now they might have your hair, they might wear the
Right.
same glasses, they might even wear the same outfit, but they're not you. And so
Right.
that's how we decided to kind of go into the digital side, what you're saying, and she ignites. It's because we need to ignite that fire. So I wanted to create digital items that people of African American could use to enhance their product and also spread inspiration that way.
Right. Right. I love that. And I can definitely relate to your daughter and what she may have been going through because as a dark-skinned woman and growing up as a child, I didn't have the type of inspiration that we have now. And so I really commend you. It's sad that we're still going through colorism today.
Yes.
But the inspiration starts at home. So I really do I do commend you for doing that. So what are some of the pain points that you may have, or something that you are currently working on?
I am currently working on being creating a support group.
Mm.
And support it in as you can come to the group, you can share what you need to share and get the help that you need. And going through some of the things that I've went through, like childhood trauma, I lost my son to brain cancer at the age of 11. I went through a very bad divorce, being pregnant, having the baby, and then having to start all over with, children under 7. And
Mhm.
so it was a lot to deal with. And in that process, I realized that there were not a lot of, people who say they support you or they're there for you.
Right.
Usually are there for, I'm there for a certain time, or I'm there so I can say, well, I helped her, in her journey, and I was there. And
Mhm.
so I really realized that it wasn't a lot of people, a lot of support there just to support. I don't want anything from you. I just want you to grow. I just want you to love on yourself. I just
Right.
want you to rebuild. If you just need to get it off your chest, this will be a place where you can come and
Mhm.
do that. And so that is my passion. That is what I'm working on now, to build that safe place where
Mhm.
women can come, whether it be moms, whether it be, individuals. And then I want to have that safe space for children as well. So, such as my daughter, she doesn't always feel comfortable talking to people. So I want to develop that safe space where
Right.
children can come and share and get the help that they need, and not be labeled as ADHD, or labeled with a problem, or labeled with this. Sometimes it's just they need somebody to listen and not always say, this is what you need to do. But
Right.
sometimes in that listening, you gain clarity. You get it off your chest. You're not carrying the, a lot of times as mom, we carry everything. We carry
We
everything
do.
for everybody else. And then when it comes to us, we're
Mhm.
like, hey, where's the person that I'm supposed to share with, or dump into?
Exactly.
That person is not there. So I want to have a place where you can come and you don't have to be superwoman. You
Mhm.
can just be you
Mhm.
and deal
Just
with
be
the
yourself.
issues that you have, and know that you're going to get the help. And if you need to come back, it's okay. If you have this issue, we take care of this issue, okay. But if you have another one, then you can come back and get some help. And there are women who want to see you grow, women who want to see you thrive, women that want to see you do what God has called you to
Mhm.
do and be who you are called to be.
I love that. And when you have that all set up, please be sure to send me an invite because I would love to be included in that group. And first of all, let me just also say that I'm so sorry for the loss of your child.
Thank you.
Um, um, I was going to say that I can't imagine, but my son is a survivor of cancer, so. I
Oh,
just, there's nothing like that type of traumatic experience. And to pick up and keep going because you have other children who are relying on you,
mhm.
and to have enough strength to continue on and want to empower other people. That is a big charge, and I am really, really happy to see where you are in this journey. So and you gave a lot of advice already, but if you have any advice for anyone that is wanting to starting a new business or someone that's just starting off, what advice would you give them?
Um, the first one would be, find something that you love to do,
Mm,
something that you would do if you are not getting paid. Because sometimes when we get into business, we start out and we don't get the support like we think we should, or we supported the world, and then you go and do your thing, and it's like crickets. You're like, well, maybe. So do something that you would do if you were not getting paid for. Second thing would be, do your research. You
hmm
have to make sure that you research. So, for instance, I now do physical products. I do notebooks and glasses and pens and stuff like that. So I had to do some research. I had to see what was out there, what other people were doing, how I wanted to kind of change. I didn't want to exactly do what they were doing, but I wanted to put my own twist on it. So you have to make sure that you research, and research doesn't mean you research for a day. Research is an ongoing thing while you're in business, because when you start at this level, and then you continue to grow because you learn new things. So you're always researching. And then the third one, I would say, don't compare yourself to others.
That's
Because
it.
sometimes
Yes.
we get into business, and you may have been in business for years, and I'm just out now, and I'm like, oh, but you've been in business for 4 years, so you have a lot more knowledge. You have a lot more. You may have more resources than I have.
Right.
So Never compare yourself, because again, God designed you to be who you are. He called you to do what you call. Nobody else can do what you do. Now, we may have people that are similar, but
Mhm.
no one can do what you are called to do. And when you step out in the things that you are called to do, and and my philosophy, you put God first in everything that you do, you allow him to
Uh,
show you and lead you, there's nothing that you can't do. Now, he didn't say that it was going to be all, we're going to skip through the park and everything's going to be lovely and we're just going
yeah,
to sing.
yeah.
No, you're going to have some trials, you're going to have some bumps, you're going to have some letdowns. But in this season, I am learning how to pivot. I am learning how to adjust. And
Hmm.
and I'm also working on just following through, because we could have this plan all planned out, A, B, and C, and A happens, B happens, and C doesn't. And so then we like, oh my goodness, my world is falling apart. No. Okay, C was supposed to happen, but D and E happened. So how do I take D and E and work it into the equation of my plan so I can still reach my goal? And
Right.
then I take those things that didn't happen the way I thought, are lessons that you can use to teach someone else, because someone else may be coming behind you, or you don't know who is watching you. So a lot of times I tell people, I have this quote: you can have your moments, but you just can't stay there. Because
Okay.
you can have the moments. It's
Right.
it's okay to
And
have
it's
the moments.
okay.
The moments is where you heal. The moments are where you release. The moments are where you learn. But it's
Mhm.
when we stay there in that place is when depression and low self-esteem and all those things come to tear you down. It's because you want to stay in the pity party instead of, it's okay to have a pity party for a moment, but then take that pity party, continue on the journey, and allow that pity party to build, because I'm
Okay.
building, I'm climbing, and I'm growing. So in that process, you have to understand that it's okay, but
Hmm.
you have to keep going, because the ultimate goal is to reach your dream. My dream is, I want to be, I work a 9 to 5, and so I want to be at home with my kids.
Hmm.
I want to be a stay-at-home mom and be able to pour into women and do this. So in order for me to do that, then I had to start my business so I can put it out there so people
Right.
can know who I am and what I'm doing. And then I had to build it so people would purchase the product.
Right.
And then, like you said, having these interviews, it gets the word out about what you want to do so people know you're out there. And then that also tells people how to support you. Because
Right.
support is not always about money. Sometimes it's about having interviews like this, or
Hmm.
just sharing a post on Facebook or Instagram, or just sharing some wisdom and knowledge, from another person. So I want you to continue to go forth in what God has called you to do. Press, perseverance, and
Yeah.
keep moving. Don't stop until you reach the path that God has for you.
Oh my goodness. I know now you just spoke something into me. So I know that the folks that are going to be watching this interview, it's going to resonate with them as well because you just dropped some gems. And I could talk to you forever, but I know you got things to do. So I won't hold you up, but we definitely have to touch base and talk offline because I would love to know how I can support you on your mission, on your goals, and vice versa. Maybe there's something that you can help me with as well, or with the group as well. So I just love it. I think we are aligned. I think that your purpose is right on. And I love talking to you. So how can someone get in contact with you? How can we purchase your products?
I am made to manifest designs on all social media. My personal page, I am known as Briana Busy Mommy Riggins, and Busy Mommy is another support group that I'm building as well, because I want to have a support group for moms.
Okay.
But you can reach me there. My products are on my face, are on all social media. Social media. I have Facebook, TikTok, and also I have Instagram. So you can see what I have on there. I love to bling items. So I bling like letters, and bling cups and bling pens. And so not only do we just make notebooks, we make composition notebooks, regular notebooks. We have
Okay.
bling pens as well. We have our shadow boxes, and we are getting ready to launch our Mother's Day special, which is a Mother's Day basket of inspiration. So we're going to have,
Nice.
pens, journals, cups, because we do the Livy jars as well. And then we're also going to launch some other things because I'm working on the digital side because I want to provide a service where, say, if you want to get into the digital space, you don't know how to, design, you don't know how to create a prompt. So I
Right.
want to have a space where you can come and get that information. And if you're the person that don't want to learn all of that, then you can go to the Etsy site, download a image that you like that speaks to you, and then use it in order to do what you want to do with it.
Oh, that is wonderful. I love bling. I love sparkly things. So yes, I want to connect with you and see what type of products you have because I love blingy. I just love it.
I do.
But if
I
but if I
love.
knew how to make this, that would be even better because I don't know
Well,
how to make
actually,
these
I'm
kind of
going
things.
to actually. That's funny how you should say that because I'm actually working on the class. I have a couple of other people who are like, "Well, how do you do that? And how long does it take? And is it really that easy?" So I'm working on the class to be able to just teach the basics because sometimes when you do the bling, it could be overwhelming. So
Mhm.
we can do a wine glass, which is something simple,
Right.
not as big.
Mhm.
You get the beads, and so I'm going to have it where you can purchase the box from me, and I'll give you all the supplies. Or if you want to, you a Michael's person or a Happy Life person, you can go out and get your own things. And so that's in the work as well because when I do my vendor events, people are, oh, this is beautiful. It took you, 5 hours to do it. And yes, it did. But you, one thing I've learned is when you start something, it's like any project. Once you start it, you get into the groove of it, and you're like, yeah, I gotta see it to the finish. I gotta see the finished product.
Right.
So it might be 5 hours, but it doesn't seem like 5 hours. And then once you start to do it often, then
Mhm.
you speed up the time. It may not take you 5 hours. It may take you three, and then it depend on the cup or the pen or what you're blinking. Depends on the time as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now you're on Central Time. Where are you located?
In Chicago, Illinois.
In Chicago. Okay, so we have Briana-Riggins in Chicago, and
Yeah.
you all have heard all the fabulous things that Briana is putting out there. I want you to go support her. I'm going to drop all of her links in this video once we finished up, and you will be able to support her. If you're looking for a group of creative Black women, please join the Bare My Soul Creatives private Facebook group. And we are planting our seeds and growing together. So I really appreciate you joining us and shining the BMSC spotlight. Thank you so much for your time, Briana.
Thank you for having me. And also, ladies, if you have not joined her group, it is an amazing group where women get together and share, and we share, the things that usually you don't share. Sometimes you get in a group and it's a whole bunch of people and nobody don't know you, and you're like, but in
Uh-huh.
her group, she makes it apparent to reach out to you and make you feel welcomed and make you feel like you could be at this place. This could be home. So if you have not, I assure you that you need to join her group because you're missing out. So make sure you click the link and you join the group so you can be a part of this awesome movement.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too. I'll talk to you
Okay.
soon. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.